Hello children, very good morning. Welcome to English class. How are you all? All of it are fine? Okay. So children, in the yesterday's class, we wrote in the literacy workbook, trace, write and color. Letter P, Q, R. Is it? Capital letter P, Q, R we wrote in a class work. Homework S and T I had given. So everyone done the homework? Very good. So everyone take out your literacy workbook, take out your pencil and eraser, open page number 25. So in the today's class, we'll write the U letter, V letter and W. Okay? U, V, W will write the class work. Okay children? Okay, so these three letters will write in the class work. So open page number 25 and up here write CW. So which picture it is children? Umbrella. U for umbrella. Is it? Yes. U for umbrella. So here dots line are there, dots is there, no? So that you have to touch and you have to trace it and you have to write U letter. Okay? So dots line you have to trace it and you have to write U. U for umbrella. So here also write U for umbrella. U for first line to third line to first line like this. Okay? U for umbrella. U for umbrella. Only 3 lines you have to touch and you have to write it. First line to second line to third line to second line to first line like this. U for umbrella. Half curve. Okay, up half curve we have to write it. U for umbrella. 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 So like this you have to touch the 3 line and you have to write U for umbrella. Okay? Okay. So next letter V. So write here CW. So which picture it is? Flower pot. Is it? So flower pot we call vase. V for vase. So half vase gave the color, half you have to color it. Okay? Yes. So here children, you have to trace the dots line and you have to write it. Okay? Yes, write. V for vase. V for vase. V for vase. So 2 slanting line here. V for vase. Here. First line to third line, first line to third line. V for vase. 2 slanting line. First line to third line. First line to third line. V for vase. 2 slanting line. So like this. V for vase. V for vase. V for vase. V for vase. 2 slanting line. Okay. V for vase. 2 slanting line. V for vase. 2 slanting line. V for vase. 2 slanting line. V for was. 2 slanting line, 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 V for was. So like this you have to write it, children. Okay. Okay, next letter we'll write W. Okay. So write it here, CW. W for watermelon. So which fruit it is? Watermelon. So half watermelon, give the color, half you have to color it. Okay. So here children you have to trace the dots and you have to write the W. Write it. W for watermelon. W for watermelon. So like this you have to write it. Okay. Yes. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. So here children, first line to third line standing line, third line to first line slanting line, first line to third line slanting line, third line to first line standing line. So like this you have to write the W letter. Okay. Only 3 lines you have to touch and you have to write it. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, standing line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, standing line, slanting line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. Standing line, slanting line, slanting line, standing line. W for watermelon. So like this you have to write it children. Okay. Capital letter W. Okay. Yes. So next X. So X, Y, Z you have to write the homework. Okay. So write here. W, HW, homework. HW, homework. HW, homework. Okay. So like this you have to write it. Okay. How I showed the classwork, no writing. Same you have to write it in a homework page also. Okay. Capital letter X, Y, Z. Okay. Only capital letter should you have to write it. Understood, children? Okay. So everyone do the homework and send to my WhatsApp number. Thank you. Have a good day.